So primary 6, I welcome you to week 5 of e-learning, and we are today in this lesson we are finalizing a topic called data handling, and this is the last subtopic which says that finding probability. This is not the first time of hearing about probability. I remember in term 1 we looked at probability when we are dealing with the sets. So now we are just reminding ourselves, what is the probability? We said that probability is the extent to which something is likely to happen. The probability is extent to which something is likely to happen. So we looked at probability whose answer is 0. We looked at probability whose answer is 1, and we looked at probability whose answer is a half. To remind you, we said that the probability, the answer is 0. If you are certain that that thing cannot happen at all, it cannot happen, the answer is 0. Then, the one which you know that it must happen, the answer is 1. Then the one you are doubting, it may happen, it may not happen, then the answer is a half. So that one also we looked at it in P5. Now, let's look at here we have the formula of finding probability. The formula of finding probability is number of expected outcomes out of total chances. Number of expected outcomes out of total chances. Then example 1. A dice is rolled once. What is the probability that a number less than? What is the probability that a number less than? Okay. So, what is the probability that a number less than 3 will show up? The probability of a number less than 3 shows up. So here we need to know a dice, of which I believe most of you, if not all of you, you have ever seen a dice. A dice is numbered from 1 up to 6. A dice is having 6 sides. Each side is having numbers arranging from 1 up to 6. So here we shall say that probability, we are going to write it in short form. Probability is equal to number of expected outcomes out of total chances. Now, let's look at expected outcomes. Expected outcomes. Expected outcomes here. They are talking of probability that a number less than 3 shows up. A number less than 3 shows up is the expected outcomes. But before we look at expected outcomes, let's look at total chances. Total chances. A dice is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the numbers that are found on a dice. How many are they? They are 6 in the number. Then let's look at now here number of total chances will be 6. Is equal to number of expected outcomes out of total chances. Now let's look at total chances first. They are talking of days of a week. And how many days are in a week? Let's first list them. Days which are in a week. There's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Those are the days in a week. So, number of total chances will equal to, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are the number of days in a week. Now, the question is saying, what is the probability that the inspector will come on a day which starts with letter T? Then, let's begin by identifying number of days which starts with letter T. That is now the expected outcomes. Expected outcomes, we are looking at days which starts with letter T. So here we have the day called Tuesday and the day Thursday. Those 2 days, they start with letter T. So how many days are those which are starts with letter T in a week? So number of expected outcomes here is 2. Why 2? Because there are 2 days in a week which starts with letter T. That's the 2. Tuesday and Thursday, there are 2 days. Then probability is equal to 2 out of the total week is 7. Then let's look at example 3. Example 3 is saying a teacher puts 3 blue pennies, 2 red pennies, and 5 black pennies in a cupboard. A pupil was asked to pick a black pen at random. What is the probability of picking a black pen? What they are saying at random, it means you are asked to pick a pen where you are not even seeing. You don't know which color you are picking. You just put it in your hand to pick a pen in the bag while you're not looking there. Or when they have tied your eyes, you are not seeing. Then you are asked, pick a black pen. Then you pick. So now here, we shall also state the formula. We say probability is equal to number of expected outcomes out of total chances. Then after stating the formula, now look at total chances. Total chances, we are going to get the total number of pennies in the bag. Total number of pennies in the bag. In the bag, we have 3 pennies. Sorry, 3 blue pennies plus 2 red pennies plus 5 black pennies. So that's now the total chances. It is now 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. That's the total chances. Then let us look at number of expected outcomes. What are we expecting? We are expecting a black pen. And how many black pens are in the bag? Here they are telling us 5 black pens. So the number of expected we can put here black pens. Number of expected. How many pens are there which are black in color? There are 5. So number of expected is 5. Now probability is equal to 5 out of the total week is 10. Lastly, what is the probability of picking a blue pen? This is part B of the question. Lastly, what is the probability of picking a blue pen? They said probability is equal to number of expected outcomes out of total chances. And now here, total chances, you have already seen it. It was 10 pennies. There are 10 pennies in total. Then, expected outcomes. They're asking us to pick a blue pen. So here we talk of blue pen. And how many blue pens are there? And they have told us that there are 3 blue pens. So the number of expected is 3. Then the probability is equal to number of expected is 3 out of total chances, which is 10. So that marks the end of this topic called data handling. When we meet, we are going to we shall be looking at a new topic. So please do the work and send it back for marking. Thank you for attending the lesson.